Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a knife that I had the opportunity of obtaining while I was at SHOT Show earlier this year. This is from a company called Adimanti, and if you guys are not familiar with it, it's actually what I would say a subset of a very popular knife brand called Ganzo. I know sometimes Ganzo has had the reputation of their knives being cheap, but I think for the most part they've actually stepped up their game a lot in the last couple of years, and they've been putting out some quality products. And then this is just a subset line of their company. So I was actually at the booth and I was talking to them, and they decided to go ahead and let me take this one so I can go ahead and check it out and see what it's all about, and kind of throw it on a video here so you guys can see it as well. So this particular one the model is called Skimen. And I was able to pick the color that I wanted, and I went ahead and picked this color, and I'll show it to you guys just because it's a little bit different from the other color knives that I have. So it comes in this nice pouch here, and this is your typical Ganzo logo there. So really, really cool. And again, on the other side it says Ganzo Tools, and then on the inside you have this little pamphlet which says Adimanti by Ganzo, and then it actually gives you some information on the designer. So if you want to go ahead and pause it and read that, you can go ahead and do that, but there is a picture of him, so that is really cool that they included that. So we'll set that off to the side, take a look at the knife inside of this pouch here, and besides it being in the pouch, it is also in this bubble wrap here. So we'll get it out, and you can already see the color that I chose, and it is, it went through the pocket clip, went through the pouch. The color that I chose, we'll go ahead and, I'm not going to reuse that. Okay. The color that I chose is this one here, which is a digital camo pattern. So I thought that looked really, really cool, especially with the silver accents of the screws and the pivot screw and stuff like that. So I thought that was really, really nice. Now it is a larger size knife, which I like, because sometimes it's good to carry a knife that is a little bit larger for heavier tasks, especially if you're going to be carrying it for EDC purposes. So the knife itself feels really sturdy in hand, which I do like. You know, it feels like it's nice and quality built. I've carried it off and on for some time, and it's performed very, very well. So obviously you have the G10 handle on this side, and then just your stainless steel handle on the other side. This is a frame lock knife as well, and you do have a nice deep right clip right here, which it rides in the pocket very, very, very nicely. It is a flipper, so if you go ahead and use that flipper tab there, you do have a little bit of jimping on there. It catches your finger very nicely, and the blade deploys very, very quickly. Lockup, it is rock solid, and it came razor sharp out of the box, which was really good. Now this is a D2 steel blade on here, so perfect for EDC tasks, any type of utilitarian task, and then you can go ahead and sharpen it back up, and you'll be good to go. Blade length is about 3.5 inches, or total blade length is almost 4 inches. Cutting edge is about 3.5 inches. So again, for heavy EDC tasks, you can go ahead and use that blade, and you're not going to have to worry about it. It comes to a very fine point, so if you need to pierce something, you can go ahead and do that. Jimping on the top of the blade is very, very usable, not too aggressive, but it definitely locks your thumb in there, so you can choke up on it and not have to worry about your thumb slipping. You do have some branding on the blade there, so Adimanti with the logo on the top. And then on the other side, you do have some information on the designer and D2 steel, and then it says made by Ganzo on there. So really, really nice. Fits the hand very, very well. As you guys can see, I get a full 4-finger purchase on it. As I mentioned, lockup is nice and tight, and then it closes very nicely, centered perfectly. So obviously for what you're getting from this knife, you're getting a lot of great build to it, quality build, great materials, the G10 on this side, and it is available in a couple of other colors. I'll leave a link to their site below if you guys are interested in checking it out, but you can choose from whatever color you would want. Obviously on the G10 side, and then the stainless steel side will all be like that. So great knife. One last thing is they do include a what do you call it, a glass breaker tip on this side. Now, I know that sometimes people feel like this is a little bit gimmicky, especially because some of the knives that do include this kind of go with that really aggressive tip to the glass breaker, which if you slide your hand over it as you're getting it out of your pocket, it actually tears up your hand. This one, they go with the one that has the little bead on the end, so it's nice and soft, but you could still go ahead and use it if you really needed to. So if you, let's say you have this knife and you need to get yourself out of your vehicle, you can cut your seatbelt with the knife and then use that to punch out a window. I could definitely see myself using that for that. This is a great EDC knife, but it's also a great knife to have like maybe in a bug out bag or in a vehicle or something like that, just because of the different usage that you have with the blade and then the glass breaker right there. So I think this is a great offering from Adimanti, which is obviously a subset of Ganzo knife, and I think it's somewhere in the right direction of where I would want to see the company going. You do have a backspacer right here, a small little G10 backspacer there, and then you also have a little area where you can go ahead and attach a lanyard. Makes it a little difficult to kind of weave the whatever it is that you're going to attach to there. So I would almost want to see them maybe just kind of maybe put a hole right through on both sides here if that's possible, or just kind of do away with it altogether, because even though you are able to, you gotta fish the whatever it is material that you're going to be using for the lanyard through there. But this is it has a great fidget factor to it as well, because it opens and closes very, very smoothly, very nicely. So I find myself kind of doing that a lot with this knife, and I really do enjoy this G10 color with the camo, the multi-cam pattern here on this, because again, it's a little bit different than some of the other knives that I have. So again, that was just a quick look at this knife from Adimanti, a subset of Ganzo, and again, this one here is the Skimen model. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.